I really want to talk to someone who understands me, who knows me. So the question I ask is, who can you talk to that really knows who you are? Well, it's probably not a secret, but maybe you've been hiding from it, but it's you. There's no one on the planet that knows you better than you. There's no one on the planet that knows all that's happened to you, all your past, all of the things that have influenced you. There's no one on the planet that knows your fears, knows your dreams, knows your hopes greater than you. As we become aware, we understand that. And what we understand is that we have a heart, and our heart is our guide. Our heart doesn't rationalize, it doesn't think, it knows who we are and where we desire to go. One of the things that I love to do is to visualize infinite energy coming in through my third eye and then going down and being filtered through my heart so that the energy that is about expanding Lee is made known to Lee. And then what I do is I follow. When my heart gives me that impulse to move in a specific direction, I follow my heart. I don't rationalize it. I follow it. Now, sometimes I try to rationalize it and I get myself all screwed up because here's something. The ego wants to be right. And if you know that, you realize, don't be arguing with someone. If you're arguing with someone, you're really trying to convince yourself. See, if you truly knew yourself, if you followed your heart, you would realize there's never a reason to argue unless you're trying to convince yourself. Because if you know something, if you truly know something, you'll say it once and you're done. There's no reason to go any deeper into it. This is not about being in court and trying to convince someone that you're right. Many times I'll be discussing things with people who are very, very close to me, my closest family members, my closest friends, and they have a different point of view than I do. I don't argue with it. I'll state my point of view. And then for the most part, I said for the most part, I drop it because I realize they're not going to hear what I'm going to say. They're going to listen through their own filters. The question I ask you as you consider when you're listening to things through your own filters, are the filters the ones through your heart or are they the ones through your ego? Because no matter what you do to please your ego, it will never be enough. So many times we try to fill that God-sized hole of emptiness of connection with things, with humans. Can't be done. It only can be done when we become aware that we're already complete and that the ego is causing the illusion of incompletion. Now, I don't try to get rid of my ego. My ego is a very valuable part of me. I work with it. I want to create a relationship where we're moving in the right direction. Sandy goes, I messed up again. Ego protecting my heart. Here's a key thing. This whole thing about protecting our heart. You're the one that has to choose whether you feel hurt. You are the one who has to choose whether you feel rejected, betrayed, or whatever the situation is. But in reality, you're the only one who can choose to feel that. My suggestion is we build our ability to not really care about what other people think, especially if we're living our dream. Just continue to be authentic. If there's fear, there's no love. Love does not know fear. Love knows pure acceptance of your infinite and true nature, of your uniqueness. Fear is what the ego uses to control you. It's what the media uses to control you. It's what other people use to control you. If you don't do this, I'll leave. Well, if that's the type of relationship it is it worth one keeping? Because the second fear enters into a relationship, love is gone. And if there's no love, why would you stay in a relationship unless you didn't believe you were worthy of a greater one? I believe you're worthy of the greatest relationship you can imagine. Imagine and then believe. So today the work is, what do you want to imagine your life to be? And what would it take for you to become the person who would be living that life, having the experience of that life? You are human, Sandy, but you're also divine. And you're more divine than human. That's a belief. It's a good one to work on today for all of us. With that, my beautiful friends, it's a beautiful day to be alive. Make it your best day ever. Talk to your best friend. They'll tell you how. And don't look too far. Just go look in the mirror. Much love and aloha.